Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So good news is this video is not a chili video. Yay! I know a lot of you are clapping. No, this one is on News Now Homeless, or as his name is on YouTube, News Now Ninja. He's basically at a crime scene where he's throwing a fit, whining, complaining, crying, all because he's not getting his way. Because in his mind, he thinks he should be able to just smack himself in the middle of a crime scene and do whatever he wants. And the police are trying to keep that from happening, which is their job to do, preserve the crime scene, to do their job. But he wants to interfere and throw a fit, like a tantrum, like a toddler. And he takes up so much of the police officer's time that they could be spending on the crime scene. They're spending that on him, which is exactly what he wanted anyways. Hope you enjoy the video.
He's in the street.
Look, here's the roadway. Please get out of here. We've had people run over people.
That's why I'm here.
I know. Can you move over just a little bit? Get out of the roadway.
I was just going where the other photographer was. Is that what you were telling him, was to get out of the roadway?
He is with the police department. I need you to move out of the roadway. We're not having
out of the roadway.
Discussion. You are in the roadway. The roadway would be over.
This is not an easement?
Can you? This is part of the shoulder. I'm not doing this.
I can walk here, right?
No,
so what? So I need to stand right here.
Perfect.
Now, I'm not sure if anybody else noticed, but when he walked up on that sidewalk, there was already police tape there, which should have told him not to go beyond a certain point. And he can sit there and say that he thought he could stand next to this cameraman all he wanted, not knowing that he was a cameraman with the police department. But his t-shirt, his shirt, the man's shirt clearly shows that he is with the police department. It's the fact that they know they're wrong, but they're proud to sound and look stupid whenever they try and argue. It's a problem because they know they're wrong, but they choose to look and sound stupid.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, McNeil.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Professionalism, bro. Professionalism.
Okay, that's right.
There's nice ways to ask. You don't got to be rude, bro.
Okay,
We're all human. We're all human. We're all human, goofball.
What's the deal, man?
We're just filming, and he just got an attitude for no reason.
We're trying to run a crime scene, man.
I know, and I'm staying outside of it. I don't want to bother you guys. If y'all leave me alone, I'll leave you alone.
You can
Banks.
That's not an issue.
Jay Banks.
You film. But we're going to remove the crime scene.
So what I saw like that there was a guy in the road, so I was just going to stand where the other photographer was standing.
Fair enough.
Right? So when I walk up, I see this gentleman. I don't know who he's with. You know,
I don't have a problem with what you're doing.
I just saw that he was filming, so I was going to stand next to where all the rest of the...
He's with us.
And I found that out, but I saw that he was standing here, so I figured I'd go stand with the rest of the cameramen. You know, like, I'm not trying to bother you guys. I'm the low-hanging fruit, so he wants to get an attitude with me.
We're just trying to work, man. Just cut us a little break. We'll cut you a little break, okay?
Yeah, I'm just trying to handle my own business. I don't want to bother y'all. I don't want to interact.
How's my truck?
Oh, please. We all know that you went there with the intent to bother them so that you can get an interaction out of them, so you can upload it and make money and get everybody all pissed off at the police. No, that's why you went. If you didn't go there with the intent to bother them as they were doing their job, then you would have stood off to the side and just recorded. You wouldn't have said a thing. You wouldn't have tried to bum rush your way across the road to get to the intersection. And you knew damn well that the guy that was recording was a police officer. It's right there on his shirt. He's wearing the clothing. You knew what it was. You may think that you can bullshit your way and these people will believe it or the police will believe it. But you're wrong. Because we all see through your bullshit and your lies. You went there with the intention to bother them and get a reaction, and that's exactly what you got. You are not going to get respect unless you show respect. That's the bottom line of it. And you have no intentions of being respectful, because if you are, then you won't get what you want. Now, there are times where you pretend to be respectful, and then what do? You sit there and you act like a freaking child and name call. Grow up already. Like, what is wrong with you? You're in your 30s and you behave like a 10-year-old on a playground. It is pathetic.
So are y'all putting up tape just to keep the cameras away?
We actually are trying to conserve this crime scene.
What? That scene right there?
You see right there? Where everyone else is standing right there? You go stand right there. Let's go further away. Right there. Can you take this? Go around the unit.
Okay, so look, they're moving the tape now, guys.
Actually, I'm moving a lot bigger, but I can't all the traffic.
Why would you move it bigger for cameras?
No, I'm moving it bigger because it's a scene.
But what are you trying to protect out here?
You're inside the crime scene.
What are you trying to protect out here? Is my question. The crime scene's inside over there.
Okay, look, I'm gonna go ahead and be straight. The last time we had a crime scene, we had it set up literally with a police car in the way, blocking it.
Okay.
A drunk driver came through, plowed into the police car. Okay, so we gotta watch out for people, even if you're just standing in the shoulder. He was actually in the road.
Federal case law says that you're not in control of my.
Okay.
You're not in control of my safety.
All right.
That's why I can jump out of an airplane with a parachute.
You're right.
You know? I'm a big boy. I've made it 35 years on my own.
Did you get his name and badge from him?
Yeah.
What's his name and badge?
Sergeant something. It's on my recording.
You weren't in the crime scene. And so,
So there's no crime scene tape over there.
Yeah.
So what if I just go around and go sit on the other sidewalk? Are y'all gonna go crime scene tape that too? This is getting petty, guys. Petty. This is petty. Why can't we record? So what if I just go around and go sit on the other sidewalk? Are y'all gonna go crime scene tape that too? This is getting petty, guys. Petty. This is petty. Why can't we record? You pushed us all the way back here.
Can I ask you what happened?
Just make sure that the cops get the better pictures, right? That's called discrimination. Yeah, free press, bro. You just put up tape to keep the camera away. They did the same thing in Waco when that crazy guy made them all drink the Kool-Aid. You remember? They pushed all the cameras two miles back so no one could get the picture.
Are you 2 miles back?
Are you serious? Yes, they did extend the crime scene tape. Why? To keep you out of the crime scene. It is their job. If you had a job, if you ever worked a job, then you would know this. And you are absolutely right. They are going to save the best pictures for the police officers. Why? Because it is their job. It is their job to hand this information over to the investigators so that the investigators can then do their jobs. And they need the photos and they need recordings to be able to do their jobs. You, on the other hand, only record and take photos to put it on a YouTube video, throw it up on YouTube, and make money off of it while you whine and complain about how badly the police treated you. When they actually should have been a lot more, I'm going to say verbally aggressive with you. Not physically, but verbally. Because when they have to stop their job to deal with a child who is in a grown man's body, that's got to be annoying. They're already doing everything else with this investigation. And then here comes two grown-ass looking men with childlike mentalities. They are not babysitters. Why do you sit there and behave like this instead of going out and being a productive member of society? If you want to be a crime scene investigator, guess what? It doesn't take that long. Go to college, do the 2 years, get your diploma or your degree in it, and be a crime scene investigator. You obviously love taking videos and photos. You'd be great at something like that. And they pay a lot of money. By the way, Waco, Texas, and this is I can't believe I have to educate somebody from Texas on this. Waco, Texas had nothing to do with Kool-Aid, you idiot. That was Jim Jones, and that happened in South America, not in Texas. And why did they make all the photographers and news press go 2 miles down the road from the Waco, Texas shootings? Because they were protecting news press lives. Because if you remember, and obviously you don't, so if you actually go on YouTube and do something productive on YouTube, like looking up education, and rewatch what happened in Waco, Texas, you will see that there was an awful lot of bullets flying that day. Children, women, men died. Law enforcement died. all because one crazy man who had zero intelligence, who wanted to start his own cult, make everybody follow him, do his bidding, and then do what he wanted with young children, with young women, girls actually, children, but they were female. The fact that you are from Texas and don't even know the correct history behind Waco is astounding, but not surprising.
No shot that I need. Can I get up there and get my shot peacefully? Why? No, I don't want to interfere. I just want to take a picture. How? So taking a picture is interfering? Taking a picture is interfering?
You're entering our crime scene. It's interfering.
But I don't want to enter the crime scene. I want to stand.
Stay right there.
I want to stand over there where I can take a picture. The only thing you're preserving is that bicycle. There's no crime right there on the shoulder. Y'all.
Realize
This is petty, guys. This is petty. This is petty.
If you calm down, we're gonna chill. If you want to go to the other side and stay on the sidewalk,
Yeah.
that's fine. As long as you're on the sidewalk.
So will you escort with me so I don't get in trouble?
Jay, just walk around.
No, sir. I'm asking you, please, Banks.
I'm not gonna do that. Step right here, and you can see the tape does not run to the building. So just walk along the tape, into that parking lot, and stay on the sidewalk.
So, but I have to go through the private property.
Yeah, just go through the private property, brother. Unless they ask.
So go around to that parking lot.
Sidewalk, out of the intersection where the tape is. It's right there. You can stay right there. As long as you stay right there, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just a better shot.
Oh my God. Do you just not realize it? That they don't want you in the middle of the investigation? Like, seriously. And then when the officer tells you, if you just follow that path and you can stand on the sidewalk and you can take your pictures and record, and you actually ask him to basically hold your hand and walk you over there? Like, what is wrong with you two? Seriously, what is wrong with the two of you?
As long as you stay right there, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just a better shot.
Go ahead. Go ahead. That's fine.
It's okay?
Can I ask you something, man? So that I don't know what that guy's name was, but he was telling him to stop interfering by speaking to him. He said, can you please explain to him that speech alone is not interference?
That's section D of the interference law.
Look, what's wrong with you? And I'm trying
What
to
we're wrong is that we've had Galveston officers harass us a lot.
With other people, okay?
No.
But have I been disrespectful?
No, sir, you haven't.
Please, don't be disrespectful.
But you're wearing a uniform of some officers, the same outfit.
And I'm working with you.
Sir, just let me.
So stop talking over me and just listen. I'm working with you.
I'm trying to speak with you.
Okay. I don't know what else we have to speak. I can't speak to what happens.
We've been assaulted and arrested by some of these officers here. I just want to be treated respectfully.
And I've treated you with respect. Yeah.
You're raising your voice, talking to me like a child right now.
Hold on.
Okay, so now we have good citizen, whatever, trying to say that interference is not speech alone. What he's trying to get at is interference is only physical, and that's not true. We've heard other fraudsters say this before, and it's simply not true. An individual may be charged with resisting or obstruction of a police officer without the use of physical force. Many state laws only indicate that an individual may be charged when they resist or obstruct a law enforcement officer who is on the job. You cannot interfere with police officers while they perform their duties. While there is no law against talking to police officers when they are performing their duties, you need to be careful not to say things that could escalate the situation, much like these two are doing, cause others to interfere with the police, or cause others to resist arrest. Again, going back to this one. An individual may be charged with resisting or obstruction of a police officer. Obstruction, again, interference of a police officer without the use of physical force, meaning you can obstruct and you can interfere with speech alone. It's simple. If you don't want to be treated like a child, do not behave like a child. You sit there and you tell them, I don't like how he's talking to us like we're children or treating us like children, but yet you have been standing there behaving like toddlers, throwing a fit after being told no. So it's simple. You're supposed to be adults. One of you is 35 years old. I don't know how old the other one is. Act your age. Do not sit there and act like a child throwing a tantrum just because you weren't given what you wanted. Life is not fair. Whether you're a child or an adult, life is not always fair.
You didn't hear it, but he was threatening you with arrest.
Yeah.
For interfering, for talking. That's why I was like, stop. Because I don't, like, the last thing we need you to go to jail for fucking bullshit. And they understand that interference, speech alone is like, oh, yeah. That's why he's over there.
On the phone, trying to find a way to hem us up.
No, it's that one.
No, it's that guy. It's behind, he's behind the car over there now. Yeah. The blood is right there on the curb.
I can't even lie there. It's bad. Holy fuck. Oh, dude, it's got a vape like yours right there.
Yeah, he was smoking a vape. There's one of his shoes on the sidewalk. He was hit hard, and the blood, his body was right here.
You get a shot of the blood on the curb here? Yeah. That's bad.
Damn, they knocked him out of both shoes, homie. Look, there's one of his shoes there and one of his shoes there.
There's a sock right here.
So he was over there with the bike and the
Are you still whining over the fact that the police told you to stop and put tape around the investigation area or the crime scene? Oh my God. I know this might be news to you, but the world does not revolve around you in any way possible. So just because the officer was on the phone does not mean he was on the phone talking about you, discussing you. It had probably nothing to do with you. But you're so self-involved and so self-centered that you immediately assume it's about you. Oh my God, how pathetic is your life?
It's okay, love. It's okay.
You're the rowdy one.
Yeah. I am a little rambunctious.
I'm grateful for you.
Well, it's just that these cops, some of them are okay, some of them are good, but some of them are really bad. And no, I come and I run my mouth and exercise my free speech.
I know, and that's wonderful.
And I just want them to learn.
God's in control. All you gotta do is ask the Father and Jesus.
God is in control.
No, listen.
God is in control.
Listen.
He's watching over me right now.
Father, in Jesus' name, send your warring angels to surround. When that happens, you watch the environment's going to change.
Well, when people start treating people with respect and stop believing that their badge makes them God, that's when things are going to change.
Yeah, they're in the flesh. You want to go into listen, you want to go into the spirit realm.
I'm there.
All right?
I'm there.
Okay? So you call upon God's angels. Ask him.
That's an Elf bar.
Tell him to.
If you want to know the brand.
Is that what that was? Okay, well,
yeah, it's called an Elf bar. It's dark too. It looks like.
That's good. That's gut blood.
Gut blood, yeah.
That's head blood?
It's head blood.
Head blood?
Head blood.
That's never good.
A big gash in his head, that's what I heard. It's a 33-year-old male.
Yeah, we saw him heading that way. We saw when they were bringing him to the. We were like 5 minutes away when it happened, or 10 minutes away. What kind of vehicle was it?
A white van.
A white work van with ladders on top, and it had the worst thing about it is it had logos on the side, and I couldn't tell.
Well, they've got cameras here, so they should.
Yeah,
there's cameras.
They'll be able to tell from that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I told.
Okay, James. Now, this woman is giving you very, very good advice, and you can't even listen to her. You just still completely blame the police and then claim, well, if they can just learn to give me respect. You walked up on them and you were immediately confrontational. You show no respect towards them. Why are they going to show any respect towards you? The key thing is they are working. They have a job to do. You don't understand what that means. You walk around with a camera, claim to be a journalist, and in actuality, you're not. You're just making these videos so that you can put them on YouTube and make some money off of it. That's why you want the confrontation. But here's this really nice, sweet lady who is taking her time and trying to explain to you, if you behave like an adult, you'll be treated like an adult. Basically, that's everything she was saying in a nutshell, without coming out and being rude about it and saying, look, you behaved like a child. That's why they treated you like a child. You know, it's astounding that you couldn't even understand the simple advice that this lady was giving you. It's really sad.
They got cameras here, so there's cameras.
They'll be able to tell from that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I told.
So if you don't have a camera, you can go in the tape. If you have a camera, you can't go in the tape.
If you're old and ignorant.
That seems totally professional.
Well, like, oh, okay, that's the media's already there. And I was like, well, maybe that's crime scene.
That's all right. Yeah, that's all right. I didn't see any blood here. Just a little bit of, it looks like dirt with a footprint.
No, that's the direction he went and took off.
Is it?
Yeah, he went out down that alley.
The guy in the van?
Yeah.
He hit him there, knocked that sign.
Yeah, took off through here. So we're talking like that's where your monopod is. That's the tire track. That's where he hit the dirt. That's where he came up through and out that way.
Yeah. We should go see if we can find any evidence over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how when these frauditors are in a building or around a building, and the first thing after they're told they can't record or film, they point right at the security cameras and they're like, oh, but you can record and you can have these cameras. But now that there is an accident that happened and they point right at the CCTV cameras and they're like, oh, look, they have cameras on the building, so they would be able to see it. It just proves that they know why those security cameras are there, and they've always known that. It's just a bullshit excuse they use when they're told that they cannot film. Like we've said, the difference between CCTV cameras and frauditors is the CCTV cameras are not being uploaded daily onto YouTube to make money. It's there for our security, our safety, and if something was to happen around a building where the police may need it for evidence, there it is. Obviously, James wants to be a crime scene investigator because he seems to be attempting to help this police officer out while he's investigating and taking pictures and all this stuff. It's like, if that's really what you want to do, then do it. You know how to use a camera, kind of. So why don't you try it? You know, it's a 4-year degree in science, such as biology, chemistry, or forensic science. You know, if you have at least a GED, then you could be able to do something like that. But the police don't need your help. That's for one thing. The only reason why he's acting like he's assisting is because he's got to keep the video going, because he's not getting the interaction that he was wanting, that he was getting in the beginning, that he's still wanting for the rest of the video. So now he's going to walk around pretending like he's helping the police out when in actuality he's just still trying to get some kind of rise out of the police officers. And in the beginning of this clip, he's mentioning something about, oh, so if you have a camera, you can't go in the crime scene, but if you don't have a camera, you can. And then off to the side, a few seconds later, you see 2 people walking off into the distance. The difference between him and his little buddy there and those 2 people walking away is they did not go into the crime scene to actually inject themselves into the crime scene. They were walking through it to get to where they needed to go. That is the difference between them and the people that were walking through. But you can't tell James this because he doesn't understand logic.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that dude's wheeling.
Or maybe some.
Oh, yeah, right down the road like a block.
I went and looked through the alley for you guys. I didn't see anything back there.
No, I appreciate that, actually.
Yeah. There was no ring cameras or any kind of, I was looking for surveillance. I didn't see any kind of, there was one camera attached to the back of the beige building and that's it. There's one camera back there and that's it.
So that was basically the end of that video. There was like a small part of it that I just cut out because it was just nothing but dead air. But, you know, it's just the same thing, different day for James, News Now Homeless. Walks around whining and crying like a little bitch because he's told no and he doesn't get his way. And then, of course, he has his little lapdog with him, Good Citizen, whatever his name is, Good Citizen News, I believe it is. Always has his little lapdog there with him, following behind, yip. Always there to bail him out if he needs it. You know, they kind of balance each other out in that way. You know, it's a cute couple thing, you know, romance. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, it wasn't a chili video. I'm trying to reach out and do a couple different frauditors in between. As long as Chili can go at least a day or two without doing something stupid, then I can focus on other frauditors. But, you know, I wake up every morning, and after a couple of hours of waking up and having coffee and spending time with people who I love and who love me, you know, sadly, something Chili does not experience on a day-to-day basis, I always wonder, what he did stupid today. Do I have to do another video educating him and correcting everything he says? If he can just, you know, trim it down to maybe 2 times a week that he does something really ignorant, then I can focus on other frauditors. But yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath on that one because then I may pass out. So anyways, I do hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Be safe. I love each and every one.